Hello and welcome. Today, I'm excited to share with you the poignant 2021 Turkish drama film Paper Lives. Spoilers ahead, so watch out and take care. Set against the bustling streets of Istanbul, the story follows a young man named Mehmed who roams the city collecting trash. After completing his usual rounds, he returns to the solid waste warehouse where his friend Ganzi notices that Mehmed has collapsed to the ground. Concerned for his friend, Ganzi realizes that Mehmed's medication has run out and immediately calls their Uncle Tashin for help, rushing Mehmed to the hospital as he is examined by a doctor. Mehmed is informed that he needs a kidney transplant, but the stark reality hits him: he and Ganzi don't have enough money for the surgery. Together with their Uncle Tashin, they return to Mehmed's rundown apartment, where he takes his medication before falling asleep, clutching a cherished photo in his arms. As morning breaks, Mehmed heads back to the warehouse, greeted by a group of young boys eagerly waiting for him. He diligently takes care of the records, but a concerned Ganzi approaches, reminding him that he can't keep postponing his surgery. With a wave of dismissal, Mehmed brushes him off, insisting that he shouldn't worry, even as the weight of his health looms over him. As Mehmed continues with his daily routine of collecting trash, he dismisses Ganzi's concerns, believing there's no need to worry too much. The usual rhythm of the day unfolds until, just as he's about to close up for the day, he hears a rustling noise coming from one of the trash bags. Curious, he pushes it aside and is startled when a young boy suddenly emerges, scuttling away in fear. Mehmed corners the terrified child, reassuring him until he reluctantly introduces himself as Ali. Taking pity on the boy, Mehmed invites him inside and shares some food, listening as Ali explains that he's trying to earn money so his mother can come and live with him. Later that night, as Mehmed returns to his apartment, he and Ganzi discuss their hopes and dreams, weaving a fragile bond that highlights the struggles they all face. As Mehmed and Ganzi discuss what to do with Ali, Ganzi suggests taking the boy to the police or back to his home, but Mehmed firmly disagrees. He refuses to return Ali until he understands why the boy was left in a trash bag, determined not to let what happened to him happen to this innocent child. The next morning, Mehmed leads Ali and his friends to a public bathhouse where he notices the bruises on Ali's back, stirring a deep sense of compassion within him. Wanting to lift the boy's spirits, Mehmed decides to treat him to a hamburger, and with a little persuasion from Ganzi, he convinces the group to throw a surprise birthday celebration for Ali, hoping to bring some joy into his difficult life. As they prepare for Ali's surprise birthday party, Mama rushes off to find a cake, leaving Ali in Ganzi's care. A few minutes later, a distraught Ali bursts into the shop, tears streaming down his face as he reveals that a woman tried to take him. Ganzi returns just then, having stepped away for a moment, and Mehmed, fueled by concern, reprimands him with a punch to the face, insisting that he should never have left Ali alone. Later that evening, the group gathers by the docks to celebrate Ali's birthday, joyfully singing as they present him with a cake adorned with candles. Ali's eyes shine with excitement as he blows out the candles, and with a childlike innocence, he asks everyone to make a wish. When Mehmed inquires about their wishes, the group reflects on their dreams, weaving a moment of hope and camaraderie amidst their struggles. As the group shares their wishes, one boy unexpectedly declares that he wishes to die, leaving Mehmed bewildered. When Mehmed asks why he would want such a thing, the boy replies that he fears if he dies old, his mother won't recognize him when they meet again in the afterlife. Later, as Mehmed and Ali sit together on the rooftop of their apartment building, they talk about their lives and dreams. Mehmed promises Ali that he will take him to the beach soon and teach him how to swim, a bright spark of hope igniting in Ali's eyes. With the promise of adventure ahead, they happily return to their quarters. As morning breaks, Mehmed discovers a glimmer of opportunity waiting for him, a chance to change their lives for the better. As Mehmed enters the empty bedroom, panic begins to rise in his chest. He frantically searches the building for Ali, but finds no trace of the boy. In a state of urgency, he rushes into the street, calling out Ali's name and pleading with passersby to help him find the little boy. Just as despair starts to settle in, he returns to his apartment to call for help, and there, sitting in the living room, he spots Ali, collapsing with relief at the sight of him. "Where have you been all morning?" Mehmed breathes out, worry etched on his face. Ali, with a distant look in his eyes, explains that he had a dream about his mother and ventured outside to look for her, but when he couldn't find her, he returned home, leaving Mehmed both relieved and concerned for the boy's fragile heart. After returning to Mehmed's place, Mehmed realizes how crucial it is for Ali's mother to know that her son is safe and well. He devises a plan for Ali to show him where he lives so that he can talk to her. Excited by the idea, Ali agrees to the deal. That afternoon, they head to the beach where Mehmed teaches Ali how to swim, all while Ganzi watches with a smile, proud of their bonding moment. Grateful for the lessons, Ali thanks Mehmed, and later that night, as he tucks Ali into bed, Mehmed stays awake in the warehouse, determined to build a makeshift trash collector for Ali. Just as he gets lost in his work, his Uncle Tashin intervenes, questioning his late-night tinkering and offering support in his efforts. Uncle Tashin inquires about Ali, expressing concern that the boy's parents must miss him, but Mehmed insists that Ali's parents don't want him and that he will take care of the boy just as Uncle Tashin has cared for them. Shaking his head disapprovingly, Uncle Tashin reminds Mehmed of his own health condition before he leaves. The next morning, determined to uplift Ali's spirits, Mehmed surprises him with his very own trash collector, and together, they head off to work. They share a fulfilling day collecting trash, laughing and bonding over their tasks, and as the sun sets, they retire back to Mehmed's apartment, where Mehmed's thoughts drift to Mina, who tries to regain her footing at the warehouse, determined to make ends meet. But soon, Mehmed returns to the apartment only to find Ali lying in the streets, having sniffed glue with some neighborhood kids in a desperate attempt to see his mother. Panic surges through Mehmed as he scoops Ali up and brings him back to the apartment, sternly instructing him to never do that again. As Ali regains consciousness, his mind still clouded, he mistakes Mehmed for his stepfather, and in his confusion, he struggles and kicks at Mehmed, who tries to calm him down. It isn't long before Ali stumbles upon a photo in Mehmed's drawer, a snapshot of himself with his mother. With wide eyes, he asks Mehmed why he has a picture of them, a mixture of curiosity and longing evident in his voice, prompting Mehmed to reflect on the connection they share and the fragility of Ali's world. In response to Ali's confusion, Mehmed gently explains that it is actually him in the photo, not Ali, but the boy's anger flares up, and in a fit of rage, he rips the cherished picture apart. Mehmed cries out in protest, his heart sinking as he watches Ali destroy the evidence of their connection, and he flips over the coffee table in his desperation to reach the torn pieces scattered on the floor. As Mehmed struggles to tape the photo back together, Ganzi arrives and, sensing the tension, urges Mehmed to take Ali to his parents, emphasizing that at the very least, they should know that their son is alive and well. With a heavy heart, Mehmed finally agrees, promising to take Ali to reunite him with his family, hoping that this act might mend not only the photo, but also the fractured spirit of the boy he has grown to care for deeply. The next morning, determined to keep his promise, Mehmed takes Ali along to collect trash, but this time they venture into a different neighborhood. As they navigate the streets, Mehmed encourages Ali to remember details about where he used to live, and soon they find themselves in a more upscale area. Ali's eyes light up as he spots a building, exclaiming, "That's where I live with my parents." Just as excitement builds, Ali's stepfather emerges from the building, prompting Mehmed to sprint after him, hoping to strike up a conversation. However, the bustling streets swallow up the stepfather, leaving Mehmed frustrated and empty-handed as he returns to Ali, their hopes of reunion hanging in the air like an unresolved question. Mehmed returns, only to find Ali beaten up and cowering inside a trash bag, a surge of rage flooding through him. Fueled by anger, he confronts a nearby group of trash collectors, demanding answers about who hurt Ali. The men feign ignorance, but as tensions rise, the conversation quickly escalates into a brawl. Mem throws several punches, landing blows on his attackers, but they soon overwhelm him, using sheer numbers to gain the upper hand. They lock him in a chokehold while two others rain down kicks, mercilessly pummeling him until he collapses to the ground, blood spilling from his mouth. The beating only ceases when the sound of approaching sirens breaks through, leaving Mem bruised and gasping for air, a vivid reminder of the harsh realities he faces. As Mem regains consciousness, he looks up to see a terrified Ali standing at the door, horror etched across his face as the men who attacked him leave him for dead. He tries to call out to the boy, but darkness swallows him once more. When he finally awakens, he finds himself in a hospital room, with Ganzi sitting by his side and a nurse informing him that they almost lost him. Panic sets in as he asks for Ali, only to hear the devastating news that he's lost the boy. A surge of rage wells up in Mehmed's chest. Fueled by desperation, he tears himself free from the dialysis machine, determined to find Ali. But as Ganzi tries to restrain him, insisting that he needs to stay put, Mehmed can only cry out in pain, feeling the weight of loss crushing him as tears stream down his face. Determined to save Ali, Mehmed successfully convinces Ganzi to help him escape from the hospital and return to the warehouse, where he frantically rummages through the storage to find the hidden stash of cash he had saved for his surgery. Just then, Uncle Tashin arrives, reminding him that the money is crucial for his own medical needs. If Mehmed gives it away now, they may never be able to raise that amount again. In a fit of desperation, Mehmed pulls out a knife and threatens his uncle, insisting that he will take the money to save Ali. Fueled by anger and frustration, he confronts Tashin, grabbing him by the collar and yelling in his face, blaming him for the miserable life they've endured. Demanding answers, Mehmed confronts Uncle Tashin, asking why he didn't take Ali back to his mother. He insists that he made a promise to the boy and refuses to break it. Determined, Mehmed takes Tashin's car and drives straight to the building where Ali's parents live. When he knocks on the door, an elderly couple answers, their confusion evident as they stand in shock. He thrusts the money into their hands, desperate for information, but they only push him out. Frustrated and unwilling to give up, Mehmed forces his way inside, brandishing his knife and threatening them as he frantically searches for Ali, demanding to know where the boy is. As Mehmed stands in the couple's apartment, they reveal that his family used to live there, but they're gone now. Stepping into his old room, a flood of memories overwhelms him. He recalls his tumultuous childhood and the beatings from his stepfather that ultimately led his mother to abandon him in Uncle Tashin's trash bag. Consumed by pain and confusion, Mehmed screams in anguish, then stumbles out of the apartment and into the rain-soaked streets. As the downpour intensifies, he collapses next to a pile of trash, clutching the only picture he has left, a fragile reminder of a life once filled with love and hope. As Mehmed clutches the fragile photograph of himself and his mother, life begins to slip away, revealing that everything unfolding around him has been a figment of his imagination. In a poignant twist, it becomes clear that everyone has been playing along, feeling sympathy for their troubled friend who struggles to grasp reality. Mehmed frequently retreats into his own fantasies, seeking solace in the joy of his childhood self. With his last remaining energy, he holds the picture before him, tears mingling with the rain on his face, as he finally accepts his fate. All he ever wanted was to reunite with his mother and find the happiness that had long eluded him. As Mehmed drifts into unconsciousness, the weight of his abandoned childhood and lost dreams hangs heavily on his heart, the painful reality that he will always be just a street kid settling in around him. He slips away, never to awaken again, leaving behind a world filled with unfulfilled hopes. Later, the police discover his lifeless body, clutching the precious photograph of a hopeful boy and his mother, a haunting reminder of the love and connection he yearned for, but could never grasp. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like. It really helps the channel out. Thank you for watching.